Dive. So today we're jumping into a synthesis report that you asked us to look at. It's on Tran Vision's paper, The Logos, Resonance, and Quantum Gravity.
Yeah, and our mission for this deep dive is to really unpack how this report tries to solve, well, the biggest crisis in physics, quantum gravity.
And it does it by merging hard science with these deep philosophical ideas about order.
It really does. The report frames the problem as the God division in physics.
Right. On one hand, you have general relativity. That's the macro world, continuous, deterministic.
And on the other, you've got quantum mechanics,
Yeah.
the micro world, discrete, probabilistic, and honestly, a bit chaotic.
And they just do not work together.
Not at all. And what's fascinating is the report insists that the scientific answer, quantum gravity, has to resolve the philosophical question too.
Which is what? Is the universe fundamentally ordered this logos, or is it all just blind random chance?
Exactly. The science and philosophy are tied together.
Okay, so let's get into how they propose we get out of this mess. The path forward, according to them, isn't really new physics. It's more of a return.
A return to the core intuition of thinkers they call scientist believers. We're talking about people like Newton and Lemaitre.
Who basically assumed there had to be an underlying order, a substance to the cosmos.
Precisely. They dig into Newton's tradition, arguing his rejection of empty space was spot on. Gravity can't be this action at a distance.
It needs a medium, a physical substrate to travel through.
Right. And this lines up perfectly with modern entropic gravity theories. The idea that gravity isn't a fundamental force at all, it's more like an emergent pressure.
An emergent pressure within that substrate. Okay, so we need substance, not a vacuum. And then you have Lemaitre's tradition.
Yeah, the idea that the universe's evolution isn't random, he saw it as a series of orderly phase transitions.
Like his primeval atom concept, it all started as a single unified thing.
The takeaway from history is that the final theory has to be a single, coherent system, not just a collection of random events.
So if that tradition dictates order, we need proof of it today. Where do they find that?
This is where it gets really interesting. The report finds the proof by analyzing systems under immense constant pressure, specifically the sun.
The sun, okay. They focus on hydrostatic equilibrium, right?
You got it. It's that perfect balance. The sun's stability comes from its immense thermal pressure,
Yeah.
P, pushing out, which perfectly balances the crushing force of gravity, G, pulling in.
And this proves.
It proves, kind of counterintuitively, that heat stabilizes gravity. The report argues that pressure, far from being chaotic, is the actual mechanism of universal order.
Wait, say that again? Heat stabilizes gravity. That totally flips the old vacuum model on its head, doesn't it?
That's the core realization. Dynamic pressure is the source of consistent order, and this system isn't static. It's a stable, resonant structure.
Okay, so how do we know that?
Through helioseismology, basically observing how the sun rings or vibrates, its internal oscillatory modes. This shows the universe's substrate is a dynamical medium kept stable by specific resonant frequencies.
And the math that finally pulls the macro world of gravity and the micro world of quantum physics together, I think the report had a name for it, the Rosetta Stone.
That's the one. The Biggenstein-Hawking entropy equation. It's so profound because it's the mathematical link. It connects G, general relativity, with HO4, quantum mechanics.
Through thermodynamics,
Right.
through entropy.
Exactly. It means gravity is fundamentally an informational process governed by energy and heat, not just geometry. The formula is the proof that this coherence must be mathematically enforced.
So to wrap this up, what's the big takeaway for you listening? The synthesis of the report is clear. Solving quantum gravity means you have to enforce coherence order onto that chaotic, probabilistic quantum foam.
Which means the final theory proves the universe isn't built on randomness. It's built on a singular, precise, and intelligible order.
And that brings us back to the very beginning, to the philosophy.